Listen to me. If you are retired, or you are getting ready to step into retirement, and you are thinking about opening up that cozy little café, that dream bakery, or buying into a local bistro to keep busy and build a legacy, I need you to stop right now and hear what I am saying to you. You worked 40 years for your money. That retirement nest egg is your protection, your freedom, and your peace of mind. And the last thing I want is for you to watch your hard-earned cash get slowly drained away by bad technology choices, hidden fees, and contracts that trap you. When you open a food business, one of the biggest choices you are going to make is your point of sale system, the POS. That is the hardware and software that takes orders, processes credit cards, sends tickets to the kitchen, and tracks your money. And every single week, people ask me, Susie, how does TouchBistro compare to all these huge competitors like Toast, Square, and Clover? Is TouchBistro worth my money? Or am I going to get ripped off? People, this is not just about taking payments. This is about protecting your bottom line. So let's break down the competition. Look at the fears, ask the hard questions, and get you the truth so you can make a safe, smart financial decision for your retirement business. First, let us look at Square. Why do so many people gravitate towards Square when they start out? Because it is easy. There is no monthly fee on their basic plan. You can buy a little card reader for next to nothing, and you think to yourself, great, I am saving money. But listen to me. Square was not built exclusively for restaurants. It was built as a general payment processor for everybody: barbershops, retail stores, craft vendors. When your restaurant starts getting busy, Square's transaction fees are higher on that free tier. You are paying 2.6% plus 15 cents on every single tap, swipe, and dip. On a low-margin food business, those transaction fees add up fast. If you are running a small coffee cart or a weekend pop-up, fine, Square is a low-risk entry point. But if you are opening a full-service sit-down restaurant with table management and complex kitchen orders, Square can quickly get clunky and expensive as you scale. Now, let us talk about Toast. Toast is the big giant in the restaurant world. It is packed with features, inventory management, online ordering, kitchen display systems, you name it. But here is where you have to be so careful. Toast runs strictly on their own proprietary Android hardware. What does that mean for your money? It means you cannot just go buy standard iPads or use equipment you already own. You have to buy their specific equipment or sign a 1 to 3 year contract to get free hardware upfront. Are you kidding me? Never, ever sign a long-term contract that locks your retirement capital into proprietary hardware if you don't know how your business is going to perform in year 1. If you want to change processors or leave Toast, you are stuck holding hardware you cannot use anywhere else. On top of that, as you add on Toast's fancy features, like loyalty programs and online ordering, your monthly software bill starts stacking up very fast. Then you have Clover. Clover hardware looks slick on the counter, but Clover is owned by Fiserv and sold through banks and third-party resellers. This is a massive trap for unsuspecting retirees. Depending on who sells you that Clover system, whether it is a local bank rep or an independent sales agent, you might get slapped with a 36 to 48-month contract with massive early termination fees buried in the fine print. The pricing is inconsistent, the back end can be confusing, and if something goes wrong, you are often dealing with third-party customer support instead of the company itself. So where does TouchBistro fit into this picture? TouchBistro was built from day one specifically for restaurants, and it runs on standard Apple iPads. That is a huge differentiator. TouchBistro lets you buy and own your hardware, and they offer contract flexibility where you aren't forced into multi-year lock-ins just to keep your business running. Here is another huge fear every restaurant owner faces, especially if you are in a neighborhood where the internet blinks. What happens to my business when the Wi-Fi goes down on a busy Friday night? If your POS system relies entirely on the cloud and your internet drops, your kitchen stops receiving orders, your line stalls, customers get angry, and you lose revenue. TouchBistro runs on a local iPad network. Even if your internet connection drops dead in the middle of dinner service, your iPads still talk to each other, orders still print in the kitchen, and your servers keep taking tables. Once the internet comes back on, everything syncs up automatically. That is peace of mind, people. So how do you make the right choice without putting your retirement money at risk? Here is your actionable takeaway. ask yourself 3 non-negotiable questions before you sign anything. Number 1. Am I owning my hardware or am I renting proprietary equipment? TouchBistro allows you to use standard iPads that you own. If you ever close or pivot, those iPads still have value. Proprietary Android hardware from Toast or Clover becomes paperweights if you leave their ecosystem. Number 2. What is the real total monthly cost including add-ons? Do not just look at the starting software price. Calculate your expected monthly processing volume, look closely at the credit card processing rates, and add up every single module you need, like online ordering or staff management. Square is cheap to start but expensive per transaction. Toast has incredible depth but gets costly with add-ons. TouchBistro gives you strong core restaurant tools like table management and split checks right out of the box without forcing you into an endless cycle of expensive upgrades. Number 3. What is the contract commitment? If a sales rep tells you that you have to sign a 3-year contract to get a good rate, walk away. In retirement, flexibility is power. Look for month-to-month options or short-term agreements so you stay in total control of your money. If you are running a full-service restaurant or a busy cafe and you want an intuitive, iPad-based system built purely for hospitality with strong offline reliability and no predatory contracts, TouchBistro is one of the strongest contenders on the market today.